life transforming. Feels like a big statement, but that would be a true statement. Obviously, we get an idea of what it's going to be like going into it, but you really have no idea the impact that it leaves once you've finished. It was one, getting the information to get a better understanding of trauma-informed work, getting better understanding about the dynamics of group and the power of people in a group working together, but then being able to, in that training, engage your own stories, engage other people's stories, was just this complete whole package that was just so transformative and life-changing. That has not been my experience with any other training or conference or anything like that before. Being able to be a recipient of the BIPOC scholarship, one, just spoke a lot to the values of the program that I feel like already just gave a sense of safety and welcome, that your presence is seen there and welcome. So that was just a huge thing to even begin with, the mindfulness of needing those voices in the group. Something that even surprised me is that I was partnered with or paired with my coach, was Asian, and realizing under her guidance and care that I had never, as a transracial adoptee, never had that kind of presence of a teaching presence or any kind of leadership presence, somebody that looked like me. And just realizing for the first time how important that was. Maybe not for the first time. I think the first time realizing how much my heart had maybe longed for that. And then having that experience in that dynamic was, again, very powerful. It's hard to put into words those dynamics when it's like you don't know what you're missing until you've had that experience, and then realizing how powerful it is of being seen or being reflected and being understood. And when somebody reflects that back to you, truly feeling like they do understand. Just very impactful. Those things that I think we can often, especially right now with the desire for diversity and the call for diversity, the intentionality of all of those little things put into this training and in the dynamics of the group just made it that much more impactful and transformative. You know, it's interesting. I think the training has helped me in just everyday connections with people. I recently just got back from a trip with helping my mom from a knee surgery and realizing that there's these nuances that she has and these things that she does, but there's a story behind everything. And so it's just given me just this heart position of kindness and curiosity toward the people that I meet. And I think the surprising thing about that is oftentimes when we're engaging these stories, it can, I think from the outside looking in, it can seem like we're finding someone to blame or we're digging up these things, but really it gave me a place of compassion. And so just in the everyday living and being in relationship with people, but even especially, I think older generations, and realizing they didn't have the tools, they didn't have the words to name what they were experiencing, has really, I think, equipped me to just go throughout life with more compassion and curiosity. So just being able to use that in the day-to-day has been helpful. But actually, I have, even connecting the dots of my own story, have decided to pursue licensure in counseling. And so I'm pursuing that in the winter semester of next year. But really, I think this has opened up connecting those dots and even realizing, I think there were things there even 10, 20 years ago that were seen but hadn't really called them to memory. And I think looking back and connecting those dots has helped me kind of move in this direction. So that's exciting. I'm actually getting ready to start in the fall. A friend of mine here, she leads story work groups, and she knew that I had gone through this training. And so she's actually asked me to help facilitate a group in the fall. So this will be my first live facilitating with her. So yeah, it has definitely made me have a love for story work, but also inviting other people and being a part of those spaces that allow people's stories to be heard.